Motor vehicle crashes are a leading cause of death for children in America. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 608 child passengers died in traffic crashes nationwide in 2019. 38% of child passengers who died nationwide in 2019 were riding unrestrained. The purpose of today's episode is to educate parents and caregivers about child passenger safety and the proper installation of a car seat to ensure the safety of the child and to reduce the chances of injury or severe injury or fatality in a crash.
Crashes are the leading cause of death and injury for children in the United States. In 2019 alone, there were over 20,000 traffic crashes in Tennessee involving children up to the age of 12. Tennessee's average car seat misuse rate is 87%. This is higher than the national average. Take the time to do your research. Make sure you are picking the right seat for your child. Once you find the right seat, get to know the manual to ensure you are installing the car seat correctly. When it comes to child passenger safety, there's no such thing as a stupid question. You don't know what you don't know. If you're not 100% sure, you can always find a local fitting station to help. You can visit tntrafficsafety.org/CPS to learn more. And finally, always remember to check for baby. Never leave a child in a vehicle unsupervised or unattended.
Hi, this is Julie Brewer with the Tennessee Occupant Protection Center. Let's take a look at the 5 steps to best practices of child passenger safety. Step 1 is selection. All kids should use a car seat, booster seat, or seatbelt. Choosing the right seat should be based on age, weight, height, and developmental level. Each car seat should be registered with manufacturers in case there is a recall. Manufacturers will send information directly to you with instructions on the steps needed to make sure your seat is safe. Step 2 is direction. Facing your car seat in the correct direction matters. Face the direction of your car seat based on the child's age, weight, height, and developmental level, and the maximum limits allowed by the car seat manufacturer. Keep your child rear-facing for as long as possible. Step 3 is location. Rear-facing car seats should never be placed in front of an airbag. All kids are safest in the back seat until at least age 13. Step 4 is harnessing. Make sure the harness is tightly buckled and coming from the correct slots based on the car seat manual instructions. For rear-facing car seats, the harness slots should be at or just below the top of the shoulders. And forward-facing car seats, the slots should just rest at or just above the top of the shoulder. You will know if it's snug enough when you can't pinch any excess webbing above the armpit level chest clip. This is known as the pinch test. Step 5 is installation. A correctly installed car seat should not move more than 1 inch side to side or front to back when tested at the belt path. When installing a rear-facing car seat, be sure to check the recline indicator to make sure the angle is correct for the child. When in doubt, refer to the car seat manual or contact the car seat manufacturer. They made the seat, they know it the best.
Our children depend on us, the parents, the caregivers, and the child passenger safety advocates for their safety and well-being. So let's work together to do our part to protect our most precious cargo, our children.